30 points.
Right here.
But it was in a loss to the Celtics last night. He's been averaging 30 in the month of January. He's averaging just under 25 a game for the whole season.
Man, I'm telling you,
All right.
my guy is dying in Chicago, man.
Right. So do you think Zach LaVine deserves to get an all-star nod in Chicago? The game is in Chicago. Zach plays in the Eastern Conference. I just want to throw all of these factors in off his play, even though the team's play not good.
Look, I was on a bad team in Orlando, and, you know, I led the league in scoring, and I still made the All-Star. I was pretty popular at the time. But what I would say is I think he deserves to be an All-Star this year because of the numbers he's putting up. He's averaging 25 points. This month, he's averaging 30 points. He's hit game winners this year for this team. I mean, it's because of him they have the wins, you know, a lot of the wins, right, that they do have. I mean, it's in Chicago. Reward this man for his play this year, please.
I'm not here for all the rewarding people for being in the right city.
Let's go around the Eastern Conference.
Let's do that, because I actually have a list, all right?
Okay,
so first of all, let me just say, when you made the All-Star team playing on a bad Orlando team, that was after years of playing playoff teams in Orlando, and you led the league in scoring, and you've been an All-Star multiple times.
Right.
This ain't that. You weren't begging to get into the game. You were an All-Star.
I tried, bro.
So these are the guys we think are going to be the starters.
Right.
Young and Kemba Walker, right? And then Giannis, Embiid, and probably Jimmy Butler.
Right.
So now you're talking about your backups. Front court, you get 3, and 2 back courts. So Siakam, Tatum, and I got Bam on mine. And then now when you talk about the back court, are we rewarding winning, or are we rewarding a guy putting up stats?
So who you have on the backcourt?
Ben Simmons, Malcolm Brogdon, because everybody thought Indiana was going to struggle, and Brogdon put him on his back and has taken steps to show that he is a lead guard in this league. Then you got 2 wild card spots open. So these are the guys, these are the names. Vucevic, who's been an all-star and got his team in playoff contention. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
Kyle Lowry, who's been an all-star. You got Bradley Beal, who's been an all-star. Then you've got, in terms of first-timers, Sabonis, again, another guy on the team, playing well. And then finally, Spencer Dinwiddie.
I was going to say, well, you got Spencer Dinwiddie flying out there, and Kyrie Irving's been getting votes. Now, obviously, when it comes to the reserves, it's the coaches that do it. He missed 2 months. He's obviously an all-star level player, but he missed 2 months of the season. It's sort of hard to know
so
how the
when
coaches
Bradley
are going to
Beal
see
made
that.
the playoffs, made the All-Star game, were they a playoff team?
They were not.
But was that his
not.
first one? That wasn't his first one, though.
But were they a playoff team?
But it wasn't his first. My thing is, if it's going to be your first All-Star game, you either got to be winning or you got to.
That shouldn't matter. That's like a whole nother level of qualifier. I'm fine with the team isn't winning. If you say, hey, the team isn't winning, so that I'm not putting them on, that is a totally fair opinion.
I think if you're an incumbent All-Star.
The first All-Star, second All-Star, 8th All-Star.
No. Here's my thing. Incumbent All-Star. So if I've been an All-Star before, like Tracy's example. Tracy had been an All-Star multiple times.
I was just saying, Tracy was.
He's not a good example.
Tracy doesn't realize nobody else is him.
Okay, we established Tracy's not a great example. But the idea is, if you've been an All-Star multiple times, coaches are more willing to say, oh, no, but he's an all-star. So, like Beal. Oh, he's an all-star, though. If this is your first all-star game, usually your team has to be successful.
Okay, let me ask you this. So, take the team equation out of it.
Okay.
Is he an all-star? If you take the team out, talent-wise, what he's displaying every single night, is he an all-star?
Talent-wise, he is, but I can't. Whenever you ask me that question, you're asking me who am I leaving off? And to me, I look at Brogdon and I look at Dinwiddie and I say, those guys have been playing at a high level too, and it's being impacted in terms of the win-loss column.
Here's what I know. I know that when you look at and when you say bottom, we're talking about all-stars. So, like, the bottom of the all-star list is still a very good list of players, but the bottom of the Eastern Conference all-star sort of nexus there, the coaches, whatever they decide, there's going to be a lot of controversy. Because there's no obvious, in the East, there is no obvious, these 4 guys have to be in that bottom quarter.
But because it's in Chicago is a dumb reason to say he should be an all-star.
Well, I want him to be
dumb.
I want him to be in the dunk contest because it's in Chicago.
No. But I'm just saying, like, because the all-star game is in Chicago, that shouldn't be the reason for him to be all-star.
Representation. I mean, give them something, man.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.